You're about to witness sports mastery in the making. The only birdies and eagles you're likely to see are those flying overhead as you're about to watch me suck at mini golf. Welcome to another edition of Watch Me Suck at Bowling, the inaugural 2018 event. And where do we do the inaugural event, or inaugural? Where else but Mason's here in Leominster, Mass. Reason we do that? Hey, it's tradition. And hopefully this time we won't be coming here twice. Not that I had a problem coming here twice. Last year they started doing renovations on the place and we caught them midway. So they invited us back to see it when it was all done, more or less. Well, since the work's been done, we don't need a second come around. So I'm going to get all set up and then we're going to start. Well, here we are, and I think I'll hold the camera with the jittery hand. The mini tripod will kind of cancel out the vibration a little bit. Anyway, we know what they are, but we always go over it anyway. If the ball leaves the carpet, it must be placed back on the carpet. No kidding. Ball is not to be returned to the tee unless it goes out of bounds at the tee. In case one player's ball don't care, we're by ourselves here. When the ball is against the sideboards within green area and be moved out 6 inches. Ball hit by another ball, doesn't matter. Strictly against the rule, play anywhere except on the carpet. That's no fun. No food or drinks allowed. Well, that's okay. Hole number 1. Anthill, or as I call it, just take the 7-stroke penalty. Although I got lucky last time. It is a par 3. And it does not have a stroke limit, apparently. I noticed they don't say that, but there is a 7-stroke penalty. It used to be a bridge right there. And you come to the anthill, and if you're a crappy player like I am, you'll be lucky to get it in the hole. Oh, it does say 7-stroke limit, so I knew I saw it somewhere. Time for a new season. Let's see how things go. Here's the first putt. Way right. Very weak. Wouldn't even cross the old bridge. This is going to be a challenge. Second shot. Much better. Very close to the hole. Set up not too badly. Got lucky once before. Let's see if that happens again. Ooh! In and out of the hole. Ouch. That was a devastating blow. Might have killed the mental game. Not even close that time. Now it's just difficult. The ball's too far away. And same thing, just in the other direction. This is the last stroke, even though it's the 6th. The 7th doesn't really matter at that point. And over it goes. So for the 7th, being the max, we're going to use the hand wedge. Hole number 2, Devil's Bend, par 3, as the camera drifts. Start here. And I need to hit a little hard. You want to hit this 45-degree angle and come around here. You're going to need a lot of force to make it around this roundabout section, especially with all the debris that's in there. And you come out to the hole, almost where you start. The 7 strokes on the first hole was pretty much a given. There's the first shot. We hit the 45 like we're supposed to. Just a little bit weak, but set up not too badly. This shot will give it plenty of momentum to go around the curve, and there it goes. And not set up too badly. We could go for par. This is for par. It's doable. Here's the swing, and so close, but so far away. This is for 1 over, and it's in. Hole number 3, easy ride, par 2. Just one problem with the easy ride part. There's a bucket in the middle, and it's blocking the hole. And that's the whole thing. It's straight. This probably was an easy ride at one point. Then they decided to throw a bucket in here, which I believe might have had a plant at one point. Kind of looks like it did. Anyway, there's a hole slightly off to the right-hand side, but still the bucket in the way.
The easy ride that isn't. Gotta work the way around the bucket. Here it goes. Not too bad. Came somewhat close to the hole, but bounced back really far. Ooh. Tough break on the bounce back. But there's the next putt. And ooh! Right in and out of the hole. Shades of hole 1. 1 over. It's a bit tough. It's a bit far. And missed. This hole usually isn't this problematic. And ooh! Just by it. 3 over. And there it is. What a start.
Hole number 4, loop-de-loop, par 3. You can go to the side, and go to the other side, or hit the loop preferably. No. Bad things happen. This was one of the holes where one of these sharp corners cost me big. I think my performance so far has done that all by itself. Hit that corner, come around this way, and fairly flat hole.
It's been a very bad go so far. I hit the ramp, and then, ooh, it hits the sides just wrong enough, and now it's rolling back. We're back on the wrong side of the corner. Will this be as disastrous as before? Here goes the putt. And it makes it. Had to go sharp angles, but it made it. This is for par. Not likely, especially when you're that far off. This is for 1 over. Another long way to go. And oh, in and out again! That's happened too many times. That was another robbery. And we have to settle for 2 over.
Hole number 5. It's narrow bridge, par 2. It seems my bowling is ever so slightly getting better. My mini golf score, not so much. Anyway, had some bad luck with this last time we were here. It's a very easy bridge to get over, believe it or not. And it is a very simple straight shot to the hole right here. It's just a matter of actually doing it, which would be nice.
In spite of how narrow the bridge looks, it's not that hard to get the ball over. And there's proof. And very close to the hole. Ooh, so close. But we end up pretty close. That looks favorable for par. This is for par. First hole not over.
Hole number 6, swinging log, par 2. You start here. You hit the 45-degree thingy there. And before you do that, you start that thing swinging, which no one wants to think that it was purposely done in bogey lanes colors, but I think it actually is, and no one wants to fess up. Plus, it's also coming out of the ground. Apparently it's been rocked hard enough that it literally lifted out. So I'll just get the thing going and give it some rotation. In fact, let's just give it a little more. There we go. Just enough to do its job.
It looks like luck is starting to turn around. Hit the 45 just like we're supposed to, and somewhat close to the hole. Well, then it's back there. The log's too high to stop the ball, so we let it rest. Oh, but that time it wasn't. Well, it helped to make par.
Before we continue, I let the thing come to a near dead stop because I thought it looked a little high, and apparently it's eroded enough, the log, that I ran the ball under it a few times just to be sure that it actually would impede the ball, and it seems the log is too short now. So of course I let it go, and yeah, I find the one section where it actually would have hit the ball. But then again, where it was going to hit, it would just put it in the hole anyway, just like you saw it. So like I said, I play tested that before I took the shot because I thought it looked a little high. Anyway, number 7. This one gave me trouble the last 2 times I did it. The Gap, par 2. The second time there was no excuse. The first time the carpet was ripped off, but it's been replaced since the last time we were here. You got to get it up this ramp. Can't go on the sides. Fail to get over the ramp or go along the sides, you're in the ditch. Down the other way, and you're into the hole. And I'm already several strokes over par, and I'm not even at the halfway point.
This hole has been a problem for quite a while now. It hits the edge of the carpet, loses its momentum, then bounces out of bounds. That's even worse than before. You really cannot hit this at an angle, or the carpet will take it away. That looked a little weak, but did it make it? The answer is no. We're already 1 over par and we're not past the ramp. Until now. And the ball just misses the hole. It's a little far away, but it's doable. Already at 2 over. And oh, so close. Not good. The performance on this hill gets worse as we play. And 3 over we will take.
Hole number 8 in this train wreck, I've already written the whole thing off. U-turn, par 2. You know, I guess there still could be a comeback. That's happened before, and it's happened here. It's simply that, a U-turn. Right around the thing. These things really slow a ball down quite a bit. And to the hole, how simple could it be? For me, probably not that simple at all.
This is one of the simpler holes. There it goes. It just bounces off the back wall instead of following it. And falls short of the hole. Quite a bit. This is for par. It's a bit long. And inches short. Now feet short. This is for 1 over. Bit far, but it's done.
Time to get this disastrous front half done. Hole number 9, par 2. And actually a 3, believe it or not. Short and sweet. Get this? The tiny bank there. I forget, because it's been a couple years, I forgot what obstacle used to be here. But it's not anymore. Actually, I think this was the country schoolhouse, now that I think of it. Yeah, it was in tough shape. Anyway, it used to be obstacle, now it's free and clear, and 3 shots to do it in, so maybe 5, 6, or all 7 this time. To the hole.
With the country schoolhouse out of the way, this should be a lot easier. We hit the 45 like we're supposed to, and oh, just over the hole. It's not set up too bad, though. This could be the first hole under par. And it is. That first half was a total disaster. Anthill, it's a given. It's very hard to do, so it took the whole 7. Then we were 1 over in Devil's Bend. And then Easy Ride, it went not so easily. The major kickback from the first shot ruined that one for 3 over. Then Loop-de-Loop. Of course, the ball had to bounce back the wrong way in front of the big sharp turn, so we had to take a lot more shots at that. Swinging log, narrow bridge, both even par. Just funny that swinging log, I did literally try throwing the ball under the log in every direction it would go under. So I found the one spot where it wouldn't. And the log wound up helping. The gap was a disaster. Twice the ball went into it. First time it just went completely off the course. Apparently the carpet, it kind of needs to be flush. There's kind of a problem there, although the slightly off to the right shot doesn't help either. U-turn, well, that just went a little wrong, but not too bad. Short and sweet, because the schoolhouse was not there anymore. That was easy. That was putting me 1 under on that hole, the first hole under par. So far, we have a total of 35 points, par being 22, and the subtotal is that we are 13 over. So how will the second half go? Usually when the first half is a total disaster, the second half comes through, but it's gonna come through quite a bit. There's a lot of bad playing in the first half, so this may not be a good run at all this time around. Let's see what happens.
Hole number 10. Halfway home. Used to be bowling pins, par 3. You start here. There's something in the lens I just noticed, so if it's been in the video the whole time, I apologize, but didn't see it till now. Again, another 45 degrees. You go up a hill, and it goes fairly flat. I mean, slight downhill, and I mean barely anything at all to the hole.
This one has some slight difficulty due to the long straightaways. First good shot, nice and powerful. And the ball went somewhere. There it is. Not set up all that badly. This could be another 1 under. Looking pretty good. And into the hole.
There's a production fail for you. Pick up the camera and hit the zoom. Anyway, hole 11, Sidewinder, par 2. You start here. And it's the infamous Sidewinder. Where it tilts, you can see it in the seam. In fact, I've never done this before. But, yeah, the camera's a little off. But if I straighten out the camera as best as I can, here's the angle that it's at. And then you come the other way, and it's nowhere near as bad, but to give you the background as a reference again, yeah, for some reason it's tilting the other way, but it shouldn't. Oh, the tripod's messed up, that's why. There we go, that's the angle. And to the hole. The angle you saw from the first one was accurate.
So far, the back half's going pretty well. There she goes. Past the first part, bangs the wall on the second part, and it's not set up too well for the hole. It's a bit far away. This is a tough par. And, ooh, in and out. That's the story of the day. This will put the back half at even par. 1 over for the hole, even for the back half so far.
Hole number 12, Hotel, par 3. Formerly the lighthouse, which was formerly the windmill, which the lighthouse was with the blades taken off. And it was obvious that it was a windmill because there was a cover for the motor. Anyway, here we go. We start here. And we come to this hotel now, which takes up even slightly more space than the windmill. You can see where the windmill used to be. The opening is ever so slightly smaller, but you can also see from the brighter green spots you have more room on the sides to get on by if you need to. And again, there's the hotel. Starting to show a little bit of wear, but it's actually still in pretty mint shape. Just used and abused by other people playing here. Get by the hotel and get to the hole.
This is a slightly tougher hole, although the sides aren't as tough. Getting it down the middle. It goes in the middle, and the ball is heading towards the hole, and hole in one!
A hole in one. It was about time one of those appeared in one of these shows. Oddly enough, at Mason's. Anyway, I bet you that'll never happen again at that hole. Anyway, we're at Lucky 13 and we're looking at an airplane while we're at it. And this one is called the Bent Arrow. And it's also a par 3. And it's nothing more than a really, really, really long hole. Hopefully, unlike last time, similar to a hole previously, I don't get caught up in this corner. The ball will go around that, hopefully, and just go right to the hole.
First shot, very critical. There she goes. It's not looking too good. And it bounced back. It's on the wrong side of the angle again. Hopefully, we can make it work better this time. This is almost exactly where it was previously. This time, it almost made it. And we're back in the same situation. That looked like it made it out and then it changed its mind at the last minute. This time, it does make it. But it's a long way from the hole, and we're already at par. This is for 1 over. Looking a little left, and, well, gonna have to settle for at least 2 over. For 2 over par, and in it goes. Better than last time.
Hole 14, wishing well, par 2. Didn't that just ruin things? It seems that whenever I get a hiccup, it never goes away. Getting stuck on failing to make the jump there, failing to make the corners, once it happens, it never stops now. Anyway, we come here. This isn't really much of an obstacle unless you're on the far left and right. Somehow the ball might not make it through if you're really bad. Otherwise, it'll just crisscross. There's nothing really here. And the camera just freaked out there for a moment. Never seen it do that before. Anyway, you come out the other side and simply enough go to the hole. And simply enough for me means by miracles we get to the hole.
This should be a fairly easy hole. Hit the sides, the ball will go off at an errant angle. Direct path to the hole, although off to the right a little bit. Not set up all that badly. This is for par. And into the hole.
Hole 15, the runaway. It's a par 3. I wonder if it's sort of a play on words. Anyway, it's really simple. This used to be known as the toboggan, as I totally forgot. When I was younger, there's almost no evidence of it here anymore, except for a light patch right in there. There was a sled-like object here when I was a kid. Not anymore. It's just pretty much a bunch of bankings, some mild roly-poly uneven hills to get to the hole.
The first shot should be simple enough. And there it is, a little off to the left. Gets through all the bankings and almost all the turns. Not quite enough though. Somewhat tough shot. There it goes, off to the right, banking over, and oh, so close, but not quite. This is for par. It's pretty flat. Should be doable. And good.
Hole 16, the Rocket Par 2. Last year we got dumb luck on our side. We were behind the rocket fins and we managed to get the ball in the hole. Doubt that'll happen this time. Anyway, we come here and it's a couple of angles. One here and one here, and you can't go directly towards the hole because you got a fin right there blocking the hole that you can probably see. So you got to go around it. And go by the thing that's got all sorts of horribly badly written stuff on it of vulgar nature, as well as telling people to punch people in hate groups by being hateful towards them, which totally makes you know better than said hate group, whichever one it is. I'm not getting political other than that. So there's the hole. They should clean this thing. Little kids play and they don't need to see that stuff.
First shot. Doubt we'll have the luck we had before. That was quite amazing. There it goes. Bounces off the walls twice and right off the support structure of the middle fin. But we got a better shot at the hole. Unlike last time, there's a clear shot. And, ooh, it just went by the hole. And it bounces back pretty close. This is for one over, and in it goes.
Hole 17, Cannon. Par 3 used to be Thomas the Tank Engine, or as I called it, Thomas the Copyright Infringement. Just to be funny. Anyway, you start here. And it used to be a slightly narrower object to go around. I gotta fix the tripod here, but I'll do that after this, because that's why I was aiming really low there. It's still set up for that hole shot, and I don't think it's set up exactly towards the hole. It looks like it's pointing off to the right slightly. In fact, there's where Thomas once stood. It's a narrower footprint. And then it goes right to the hole.
First shot, and it's to the left of the cannon, and it looks like it doesn't go much further from it. Right next to where Thomas once stood. Second shot. Very long distance. Can we get at least close to the hole? There it goes. It's a bit weak. Goes over the bump. The downhill carries it just slightly. It's possible. This is for par. Very doable. There it is, and ooh, over the hole again. Set up worse than before. This is for 2 over. And oh, so close.
We are at par with the back half, and I got this hole, so unless I can get a 0, we'll break even. Needless to say, it's not going to happen. 18. It's called Last Chance Par 2. So we can be a minimum of 2 over. It's a straight shot, but you don't want to be on this side because it's all crooked. And again, it's not a perfectly flat. None of these are perfectly flat, but flat enough. And then you go to the hole of no return, for which the ball goes from there to inside there.
It's a simple straight shot. And we go to the side that's all crooked. Bouncing off the wall, slowing the ball down. And set up decently, but it's a far one. This is for par. A little long, but we made it. The second half really helped somewhat being that we were already 13 over just in the front half. We got another under par for halfway home. Sidewinder didn't quite go as well. Hotel was the big surprise, the hole-in-one. So we deducted 2 there. Then went over 2 on the bent arrow because of the bad luck with the sharp angle yet again, canceling out the hole-in-one. Then it was even on Wishing Well in the runway, or runaway. Play on words there. 1 over on the rocket, even though we were set up better than before. And then the cannon didn't go so hot. We went a couple over there. And dead even on the last chance, bringing the total to 16 over par, just 3 over on the back half. You knew it was gonna go badly when we were just a mere 10 shots away from par, and we didn't even get to the second half yet. That will conclude this episode of Watch Me Suck at Mini Golf. Coming from Mason's Recreation/Bowling Center in Leominster, Massachusetts, George F551 saying hope you enjoyed and have a good one.